My name's Alan Thorpe and you're watching BloodJuice.
Hell yeah. So let's talk about the beginning of it. Let's hash like what you spoke about in the car.
Yep.
What you already told me. You were in a dark place.
Yep.
And then you started walking.
Yeah, sweet.
How did that happen?
So do you want me to quickly run through my mental health?
Break it all down.
Family?
Yeah, let's go from the family. Yeah.
All right. So where it all started. So I've got a pretty bad family history of mental health, a handful of suicides in my family. I was in a pretty bad spot myself. I was that close to becoming number 6. And one day I just got up, started going for a walk, did about 2 Ks. Felt that in my legs for 3 days, but I just got back up, just kept pushing. That kind of turned my life around there, I guess, and that's where I decided to walk everywhere and raise awareness for men's mental health and do what I'm doing. It made a huge impact on my life, and I just wanted to push that message across to everyone else to speak up. It's not weak, all those type of messages. And so I've done 4 walks now. I've raised 70k for Beyond Blue, saved thousands of people's lives. It really means a lot to me what I do because of the impact it not only has on myself, on the community, and knowing that it's saving people and it's giving them the motivation to get up and push on with their life. And yeah, man, it really means a lot to me, eh?
So what about leading into your first day of walking when you really loved it? What took you to that point?
So prior to that, my house burnt down, and I wasn't home at the time, and my partner and 7 kids was in the house. And when I pulled up and I seen the house on fire, I freaked. Like, it was one of the scariest moments in my life, thinking that my whole family was in there. Anyway, from screaming, I tore my larynx. I started having really bad health problems. I was in and out of hospital for 6 months until they figured out what it was. It was causing me to have seizures. I literally couldn't walk 10 metres without having a seizure. So that was a huge. I was 155 kilos. I was at rock bottom. I was hibernating at home. I was shut off the world. I was on suicide watch, and yeah, man, I kind of hit that point where I knew if I didn't do something, I was going to take the other option. So that's why I got up and started walking, bro.
So what advice would you have for? There's a lot of people that be in your situation. Is there any hope that you could give them?
Speak up, for one. Don't be shy. Like, that's why my dad took his life, because he had that mentality. Because you're a man, you can't speak up. You're weak, and always speak up. No, you gotta speak up and get active. Make changes in your lives. Bust that routine that you've been stuck in for years. As hard as it is, and it's mentally daunting. Once you have, and you're a week into it or 2, you just start feeling better and better, and the rest will just start to happen, mate. And you'll never look back. Yeah.
What about moving forward for yourself?
This year's a big year, mate. I've just linked up with Gaz Wright from Hope Cartel, 9D Breathwork, legend of a bloke. So this year I'm walking to Parliament House, Canberra, in end of October. It finishes on November 19th. We're going to lay out all the shoes for the blokes that have taken their lives this year. It's pretty special, mate. It's going to be a big one. So I think it'll take me roughly 19 days to get there, man. So pretty epic.
So how many Ks is that a day?
Generally, I aim for 30. If I'm feeling good, I'll push a bit more, but I always try for 30 at least. Yeah.
Is there ever a glimpse of doubt that you'll do it, or like?
There's always the doubt. There's always the doubt, but when I'm out there and I'm strapped up and I know what it's doing for people, you just become a different person, mate. It's just go. Like, there's no stopping me. Yeah.
That's mad. What do you think about anything that keeps you going specifically?
Yeah, I think about all the men that have taken their lives. I think about my dad and my uncle, and I think about my children, and just why and how I feel like I found a purpose to help everyone else that's been in my position to come out the other side rather than take that other option, mate.
Awesome. That's great. That's really hard. Any last words?
Look after yourself. Mental health always comes first. No matter what, you got to look after it. Don't ever be scared to say that you're struggling. Just because you're a bloke, it doesn't matter, mate. change the mentality to speak.